Hi chums! We are back at Epcot and we are starting our day out in the Epcot World Showcase, where we are going to have, or at least we have planned, another day of epic eating.
Yeah, and I think we're gonna start with our lunch reservation over at Spice Road. It's a Spice Road table, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be the Moroccan restaurant. So before we do that though, if you're new to our channel, subscribe and give it a like. And make sure you hit that little bell icon to receive notifications every time we upload a new video. Let's go eat.
So we are still doing our challenge to try a different restaurant at Disney every time that we come here. And today at Epcot, we are over at
Spice Road Table. This is in Morocco in the World Showcase in Epcot. It features Moroccan food, and it looks like it's kind of it's along the same lines of Mediterranean meets Middle Eastern. I happen to really enjoy this type of food when you get into things like hummus, olives, mixed grill, a lot of lamb dishes. I tend to really enjoy this kind of food.
This is what the restaurant looks like inside the area that we're sitting in. This is an area for people that have reservations, and we have a really nice view. We could see outside there. We're by the lake and you see more of the World Showcase. So this is actually a really cool view that we have from where we're sitting. So they don't have a specific allergy menu over here. What you have to do is just tell them you have an allergy and then they sort of adjust the food for you. So we did get this hummus platter and they gave me some carrots and they gave Adam the pita chips that come with it. So it looks like we have some hummus and we have some sort of olive mix over here. These are imported olives and it looks like there's some pickles. You wanna go ahead and give it a try?
Yeah, let's try it out.
That's gonna be your hummus.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I tend to like a little more garlic flavor in my hummus, so I might kind of add some of these olives in.
Use your fork to do that?
Yeah, I don't like cross-contaminate. We have discovered that the two hummuses on this platter are different from each other. Mel tried the other hummus and said it has something extra in it. This looks like it has peppers in it, or maybe tomato. I'm gonna try it out. Let's find out. I think it's tomato.
Oh no, it's good. I tried it too.
That's very good. Yeah, I actually prefer the tomato hummus to this one. They're both good, but the tomato one has a little extra flavor that I really like. The olives are fantastic.
They're really good. They taste almost pickled.
Well, yeah, I think the green olives are really what's coming through. Maybe that's what they're marinated in. I happen to really like olives, and those olives are great.
So for my lunch, I ordered a grouper and shrimp. I hope I'm saying this right. Chermoula. It's some kind of like an anise broth, and it has tomato in it, and it also has some potatoes, and there is shrimp and grouper, and it smells so good, and I'm sure this is going to be really good. So I'm going to try first a little bit of this grouper.
How's that?
This is really, really good. It has so much good flavor to it. And,
It looks delicious. It looks like it's perfectly cooked too. It flakes just right.
Yeah, I got these little tomatoes. I'm gonna eat one of these too. I love seafood, and this is really good.
I decided to go with the mixed grill skewer. So we get one skewer of beef and one skewer of chicken. It looks like the chicken has some type of tomato dressing on it, which looks very good. They give you a sauce with it, which looks like it's just full of cilantro and spices.
It's
Green
almost
beans.
like a chimichurri.
Yeah. Give you green beans and potatoes. Normally this comes with almonds, but I sometimes have a sensitivity to almonds, so instead of risking it today, since I would like to enjoy my whole day here at Epcot, I decided to go with leaving the almonds out. So I'm going to try a beef medallion here first.
You need to give me a piece of that.
Yeah, I will definitely give you a piece of this. I would like to try a grouper as well. That looks really good. All right, we're going in for a dip. That's delicious. That sauce, it's a little spicy, which I happen to like. Very citrusy, a lot of lemon and lime flavor. And the beef is cooked perfectly. That's a win.
Okay, Adam, I'm extremely jealous. What do we have here that I can't eat?
So I decided to go with the chocolate pyramid, which is a little chocolate, looks almost like a pastry. Like it's made of cake, or it could be a ganache. I'm not exactly sure what it is. It just says chocolate pyramid with ice cream. It comes with chocolate ice cream, a little bit of chocolate syrup swirl. Luckily, this food that we had today really wasn't crazy filling. It was just the right portioning to leave yourself room for dessert. Let's try it out with a little bit of everything. Oh, it's a mousse. It's like a chocolate mousse type. The pyramid itself is mousse. I don't want to even tell you how good that is.
I'm gonna cry.
I know. I'm sorry. So, for anybody without a gluten allergy, if you come here, this is the dessert to order.
What's in there? Is there cake in there?
I don't think it's cake. It is like a mousse, but they may have used a thickener.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a thick mousse, it doesn't just fall apart. It's holding its form in the pyramid.
So this is basically a chunk of mousse.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think they use some kind of thickener because it's you can see it's formed into the shape of a pyramid, and it's not drooping or falling apart, and it's not cold.
Well, it looks amazing.
It's very good. Okay, Mel, what did you get for dessert?
Well, normally I get some type of creme brulee or something that doesn't have any type of gluten added to it. And this is a pistachio flavored creme brulee in the spirit of being here in Morocco. So let's go ahead and crack through that. I love to crack through my burnt sugar. Okay, so it's green.
What do you think?
It's very lovely.
Yeah?
No, seriously, this is really, it is a pistachio flavor, and I also taste a little bit of citrus with it. It's very good.
It looks delicious. I do love pistachio, and yeah, that looks fantastic.
Well, you can have a bite of this. I can't eat that.
I know, unfortunately.
You can have some of
I
mine.
might try a little bite.
So, I actually thought that this was very good. I'm glad that we came over to eat here. I've eaten in Morocco one other time, and unfortunately, that restaurant I don't believe has reopened. A lot of the restaurants in the Disney parks are still closed, but I'm glad that we got an opportunity to try this one out. The creme brulee was really interesting. It was nice to have something that had a little bit different flavor, because usually when you're eating gluten-free, most of the time creme brulee is going to be the go-to dessert, and it's usually always just that regular vanilla custard flavor. Sometimes it'll be citrus, but at least this one had a little bit of a twist to it. It was a little bit interesting. It was the pistachio saffron flavor. How did you like it?
It was interesting. Same thing. I feel like the creme brulee was an interesting flavor. That was very unexpected, and there was a little unexpected surprise in my chocolate pyramid. The center was made of hazelnut. The center of the pyramid was made of hazelnut. That was really cool. Very unexpected. And
Was it cake?
no, it seemed like a hazelnut. It almost seemed, I can't even describe it. It's very grainy. You might not have even really liked the center of that, because I know you tend to not like grainy texture. And the texture of the center of it was grainy, but the column in the center was made of hazelnut. It was very good.
So I've seen on social media a lot of questions about what it means that the governor announced that we're in phase 3. It really honestly means nothing, because it's up to the businesses to decide how they're going to handle things. So as of right now, if you are coming to Disney World or any of the parks, you still have to make a reservation. You cannot just show up here even if you have a valid annual pass. Everybody has to make a reservation, and you still will be turned away from coming in the park if you come in without a face covering. So just be prepared that even though we have gone into phase 3, everything is still status quo as far as what it was before that announcement. Reservations are still in place, face coverings are still in place. So they are still operating at a limited capacity. They haven't opened everything back up. There's a lot of restaurants still running on a limited menu if they're open at all. So that is the situation of, as of right now, what is happening if you come to any of the Disney parks, or actually any of the Florida theme parks in general. Everybody is still operating the same as they were operating before that announcement. One of my favorite characters of all time, it's Alice. We went back to Future World for a little bit to ride some rides, and now we are getting hungry again. So it's hours later and we are back in the World Showcase area. And as you can see, this is what the crowd looks like right now. It's about 4:30. I'm sure other people, same thing, they're getting hungry, so they're back in this area because it's getting close to dinner time for some people. So we're gonna see what we can find in the countries. The last time that we did, we were here at the food festival, which was I think last month. I had kind of a hard time finding a lot of stuff as far as like sweets, which is kind of what I want right now. So we might, instead of getting sweets at the food festival, get sweets in the country. I don't know, but we'll see. Last time that we came for the food festival last month, the Mexico pavilion completely filled up and they were turning people away. And it looks like the same thing now. Now they actually have a queue to get into the Mexico
it's not a
pavilion.
capacity. I think they are slowly letting people in as, you know, as they can. But yeah, it's pretty filled up. We're pretty far back right now. I think it's going to take us probably a good 10 minutes to get inside of the pavilion.
Yeah, so we're going to see if we can get into the Mexico pavilion, mainly just for the ride, but this is what it looks like now. There is actually a queue. You have to get online to get into the Mexico pavilion. The line was, it looked long, but it really wasn't. It took about 5 minutes. I mean, we're still kind of in a queue, but we're in the pavilion now.
We're getting inside of the pavilion.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is the line for the actual Three Caballeros ride.
No, it's just to get in here.
Just to get in? Okay.
Yeah, just to get in, because some lady near us had a reservation for the restaurant that's in here, and they let her through.
Oh,
Yeah, because she had a reservation.
Okay.
So I think this is just to walk around and shop, and if you want to go over to the ride, you have to, because it's a closed area, they're doing the capacity, so. We are starting off snacking in Epcot over at Kringla Bakery in Norway. They don't have anything gluten-free, but Adam got himself something over here. What have you got?
This is what they call school bread. Some type of sweet bread with a vanilla custard. I don't know if it's filled. I couldn't quite understand what the woman was saying at the counter. I think she was saying it's filled with vanilla custard. I know it's vanilla custard on the top. Curious to see how this is here. Let's give it a shot. Oh yeah, it is filled. Awesome. You can see inside of there we've got the vanilla custard filling. I like it. A little cinnamon kind of flavor. And coconut on top. That's good.
We're now in China, and what's really interesting in this area is that several of the restaurants are not open. The Nine Dragons, the Lotus Blossom Cafe, there's really a limited number of places to get food over in Epcot, and the parks have been open again for a while. It looks like the shop is open over here, and the 360-degree movie. But aside of that, you're not going to be getting much food over here in China except for that food festival setup that they have.
So I wanted something sweet, and we are in Italy. What better place to stop and get some gelato? So this is a chocolate chip gelato that I just got over here at a stand, and they have a store also. Oh, this is so good. It's so sweet. It's like a sweet cream with chocolate chips. So it's chocolate chip gelato. The vanilla tastes like sweet cream. It's really, really good.
That looks very good.
I might have to get some ice cream in France and compare the two. All right, moving through Epcot. We are now in Japan, and I'm going to have more sweets, which I'll probably regret later, but that's okay. I got here some shaved ice, and I couldn't decide what flavor to get, so I went with rainbow. Why not have it all? There is an option to put some sweet milk on it, but I'm already going to have other ice cream, and I've already had ice cream, so I figure I'd give myself a break for a little bit. Let's see if we can. I mean, it's very refreshing. If this was a really hot day, I would be super, super excited to be eating this. It reminds me of going to the ice cream man and getting a snow cone when I was a little kid, chasing him down for like those slushy drinks. It's just sugary and sweet, and it's and icy. So it's really nice right now and really refreshing, especially since it's very humid.
So we're back in Brazil, and we decided to stop and get some of their cheese bread because this stuff is fantastic. And it's gluten-free, so Melody can indulge. It's made of tapioca flour, and it just comes apart so nicely. Look at the inside of that. Cheese and tapioca flour, that's fantastic.
And last time we were here, I actually did the tasting of the cheese bread. You got pork over here in Brazil.
They had a pork belly. They still have it here, but I just decided cheese bread is for me today.
All right, guys. We got the sugar high continuing on. All right, so we're in France now, and we just stopped at the ice cream shop in France. I'm gonna see who has better ice cream, the French or the Italian area here at Epcot. So this is a white chocolate with coconut. I can't tell you who has better ice cream. Honestly, this is so good too. The other one tasted like a sweet cream with the chocolate chip. This really does taste like white chocolate. And it just has little pieces of toasted coconut. This is so good too. So I'm not going to declare a winner. I'm just going to keep eating my ice cream.
Well, chums, that wraps up our fantastic day that we just had over at Epcot. This was our first time eating at that restaurant in Morocco, and it was delicious. I would definitely recommend to go to Morocco and check it out. We didn't really do too much of the food festival today because we've already done it, and I don't know, I mean, there's just not a lot of stuff specifically that I could eat with food allergy that was exciting to me. And then Adam said that he just wants to go and have like a complete meal.
Yeah, I am kind of feeling just like a full meal. I mean, it's approaching an hour or so before park close, I think, and we had lunch at like 12. So it's been a little while since we sat and had a real meal. Like, we've just been kind of snacking here and there, which is cool, but sometimes you just want to eat like a good hearty meal.
I don't know, sometimes I just want to eat 3 scoops of ice cream and be happy with that. But I love sweets.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's going to wrap up our night. Again, if you're new to our channel and you want to see more of us, make sure to hit that subscribe and that bell, and we'll see you guys at the parks.